few miles from Boston in Massachusetts, there is a deep inlet winding several miles into the interior of the country from Charles Bay, and terminating in thickly wooded swamp or morass. History. Under one of these gigantic trees, according to the stories, there was a great amount of treasure buried by Kidd the pirate. There lived near this place a meager, misery fellow of the name of Tom Walker. He and his wife, misery as himself, they hated each other and conspired to cheat each other. They lived in a forlorn-looking house that stood alone and had an air of starvation. Foreshadowing. Tom had been picking his way cautiously through this treacherous forest, and it was late in the dusk of evening when Tom Walker the old fort, and he paused there a while. To rest himself, anyone but he would have left unwilling to linger in this lonely, melancholy place. For the common people had a bad opinion of it, a cloven skull with an Indian tomahawk buried deep in it, and lay before him.
Let that skull alone. What are you doing on my grounds? Your grounds? They're no more your grounds than they are mine. They belong to Deacon Peabody. Deacon Peabody be dead. Look yonder and see how Deacon Peabody is faring.
Tom looked in the direction that the stranger pointed, and beheld one of the great trees. On the bark of the tree was scored the name of Deacon Peabody. Now he looked around and found most of the tall trees marked with the name of some great man in the county, and more or less scored by the axe.
He's just ready for burning. So what right do you have to cutting down Deacon Peabody's timber? This woodland belonged to me before one of your white-faced folk put foot upon the soil. And who are you? I know by various names. In this neighborhood I'm known as the Black Woodsman. You are he commonly called Old Scratch. The name at your service.
They had long and earnest conversation together. The black man told Tom to great sums of money buried by the Kidd pirate. He offered to place these within Tom's reach, but only on certain conditions.
What proof do you have? Here is my signature.
Tom was not prone to let his wife into his confidence, but as this was an uneasy secret, he willingly shared it with her. She told him to agree with the black man's terms and secure what made them wealthy for life. He refused because he did not want to sell his soul to the devil. So she decided to go bargain with the devil on her own, and kept all the money to herself. The next evening she set off for the swamp, but never returned home. Tom went to find his wife, and more importantly, suspense, the valuable she had taken with her. Tom found his wife, a prawn, but did not contain the valuables. Tom's wife had the devil must have fought, and she was killed.
Old Scratch must have had a tough time of it.
The devil tried to talk Tom into becoming a slave trader with the money from the treasure, but John refused. He proposed that Tom should turn unsure. Tom did not object to this.
You shall open a broker shop in Boston next month. I'll do it tomorrow if you wish. You shall lend money at 2 cents a month. I'll charge 4. You shall extort bonds and foreclose mortgages. You are the usher for my money. When will you want the money? This very night. Done. Done.
Tom Walker made a fortune from lending money and bought himself a vast house, but left it unfinished and unfurnished. As Tom grew old, he grew thoughtful. He regulates the bargain he had made with his black friend, and set his wits to cheat him out of the conditions. He became a violent churchgoer, and carried a Bible with him at all times. He wanted to save himself from the devil. One hot summer afternoon, a poor land jobber begged Tom to grant a few months of indulgence.
Your family will be ruined. I must take care of myself in these hard times.
But you have made so much money out of me.
The devil take me.
Just then, there were 3 loud knocks at the door. Tom stepped out to see who was there, and a black man was hiding with a black horse.
Time you're come for.
Tom shrugged back, but too late. The black man whisked him away like a child into the saddle, gave horse, the lash, and away he galloped, with Tom in his bag. In the midst of the thunderstorm, away went Tom Walker. Such was the end of the Tom Walker and his ill-gotten wealth.